Rain and waterlogging situation improves further in flood-ravaged Chennai as water level recedes in several areas. Relief and rescue operations continue on war footing. Partial flight operations from Chennai airport will resume from today. All banks will remain open on Sunday with extended working hours. The Met Department has predicted heavy to very heavy rainfalls in the next 48 hours. In Puducherry, rains have resumed, putting a brake on rescue and relief work in the Union Territory that has been lashed by torrential rains during last 1 month. Even as the official machinery was going ahead with the task of evacuating rain-hit people from low-lying areas. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said that India is marching ahead on a path of high growth in times of global economic slowdown. Addressing a leadership summit in New Delhi, Prime Minister called upon states to join hands with the centre for further improving ease of doing business. In a big jump, India has moved up 16 positions to rank 55th on the global index of the world's most competitive economies, where Switzerland remains on top. The jump in India's position underlines the country's recent economic recovery, improvement in the competitiveness of the country's institutions and its macroeconomic environment, and improvement in infrastructure. Chief Economic Advisor headed panel has suggested revenue neutral rate of 15 to 15.5% for GST. Submitting its report on GST to the Finance Minister, panel chief Arvind Subramanian said that GST will improve governance and will facilitate Make in India campaign. In Jammu and Kashmir, 2 terrorists were killed and a soldier martyred in an ongoing fierce gun battle between terrorists and army jawans in Handwara district. One soldier was also injured in the encounter. Environment Minister Prakash Javadekar has spelled out the steps taken by the Modi government to tackle rising air pollution levels in the National Capital Region. The Delhi High Court on Thursday observed that the current air pollution levels in the National Capital have reached alarming proportions, and it directed the centre and the state government to present comprehensive action plans to combat it. After being slammed by Delhi High Court for alarming air pollution in the national capital, Delhi government announced flying of odd and even numbered vehicles on alternative days from January 1st, 2016. However, public transport has been exempted from the decision. Delhi cabinet has also decided to shut Badarpur thermal power plant to reduce pollution levels in the capital. Delhi's Kakaduma court has refused to accept the closure report in the 1984 anti-Sikh riots against the Congress leader Jagdish Titler and directed the CBI to conduct further investigation. The first batch of 33 secret files related to Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose were handed over yesterday by the Prime Minister's office to the National Archives, setting the stage for the declassification next month. The files were handed over by the Principal Secretary in the PMO, Nipendra Mishra, to the Director General of National Archives of India for further processing, preservation and digitization. Germany's parliament has voted to send military to support the US-led coalition fighting Islamic State militants in Syria. Germany will deploy 1,200 troops to support countries fighting against IS. Supporters of the Egyptian President Abdel al-Sisi swept Egypt's parliamentary elections as the official results of the last round of elections were announced yesterday. Egypt has been without a parliament since the previous parliament elected in late 2011 and which was dissolved in June 2012. Top leaders of Nepal's 3 major parties have decided to amend the new constitution within the next 3 months to address the demands of Indian origin Madhesis, even as a tripartite dialogue with them was put off as the agitating leaders did not turn up. India rode Ajinkya Rahana's first Chess turn at home to post a series high 334 before returning to skilled out South Africa for 121 to take full control of the fourth and final test at New Delhi's Firoz Shah Kotla Stadium on day 2. India will start the second innings today morning. India will face one of the toughest tests in defence when they square off against the Belgians in what promises to be a robust semi-finals clash of the FIH Hockey World League finals today in Raipur. After remaining winless and finished at the 4th spot. In the pool stage of the 8-nation tournament, host India came up with a stupendous show to beat Britain 2-1 in the quarterfinals on Thursday at the Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel International Stadium.